A bunch of foil here. Clean it out, right? You gotta clean it out, man. A little bit more right there. Before I get up and have to do this all over again, right? Might as well just check for more foil here. All right. There's probably more. It's big iron. All right. Pulsing on the big iron. Pulsing on the iron. Pulsing on the iron that close, right? That spike right there. Beautiful. Oh, hell yeah. I'm really liking this tone. Oh boy. Come on, baby. Right there. It's a small little rivet. Rivet head. Or the end of a rivet that's been clipped off. Big iron. Pulsing a lot of iron down there. Alright. Big iron. And I'm in part 2, so. Big iron. Big iron. Nice tone right there, pencil eraser. Those are the tones I want to go for, nice and tight tones, right? Not those big boop, 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 boop. I want to go beep, beep, beep. I want to hit the beeps, man. Not the boop, boop. I had in Goldfield there for a few minutes and just hits on the iron too much, right, around the posts. Goldfield works good for out in the open out here, but I'm just gonna go with this right now. Hell yeah, right here. I'm gonna scrape it. It is freaking super deep, man. I think it's another fabric staple, man. Iron. I don't know, I'm going for this one still. Those ghost targets, man. All right. Iron, big iron, big iron. Lower conductor right here on the surface, right there. Gum wrapper right there. Solid tone right here. A little bit of foil. I see it right there. Really thin foil. This is how you find bracelets and necklaces, man. Take up all the 1s, 2s, 3s. Really scratchy tones. Pulsing on iron, okay, right? That's one thing about the Equinox. When it falls on iron, it's giving you all different kinds of tones, but you can kind of tell once you get a lot of hours on the Equinox, you'll be able to understand that iron tone, right? Sure, it gives you the same numbers as a coin or some like jewelry, but jewelry's going to hit really hard, right? It's not going to have that smooth whoa around it, right? It may be the same numbers, but not the same tones, right? Like this one might be the same number as a coin or some jewelry, but that is a big piece of iron deep right there, right? See, you can see I'm hitting it from 8 inches above. And when I sweep over, it sounds like a big target right there, right? I have my recovery speed at 7, so it really matters what you have your recovery speed set at. So you gotta have that in mind. You know, when you're hunting, what is your recovery speed at? That target will sound a lot different, recovery speed 2 or 7, right? Or 3 or 7. Pulsing on iron, right? And I don't even have my iron on, right? It's still giving me, it's still dragging those tones down to the iron range. It wants to drag that tone down to the iron range, right? Even though it's reading at 17 or 18 or whatever that number was, 15, right? It's dragging that tone down. And I'll put my iron on here, watch. I can't hear it because it's such a low tone. I mean, I can adjust that tone to make it higher, but I don't want to make it higher because that's one of my tones that's target tone, right? Nice one tone right here. Small piece of foil right here. Sorry, I just saw it. It's right there. Little teeny piece right there. See that? Little shrapnel. Some shavings of metal. All right. No, I'm in trouble here. All right. I think I'll go out of the top lot for now. Go over here and hunt. All right. Hunt for coins out here, right, and jewelry. And there I'm hunting for the small jewelry. Out here I'm hunting for anything above 5, you know. And really, if I try to pick out all the ones around here, I would spend frickin' hours digging up a bunch of foil here, right? It's so much faster to dig those ones in the top lot, and I have a better chance to get jewelry of those ones being some jewelry than out here. I just spend so much time because I have to dig in ground soil here, right? Over there, it's really easy to get those ones because I just move the chips around and pinpoint it that way, right? Large piece of foil right here. Right on the surface. Is that it? No. It's part of a tree. Can you see the wide reasons why I struggle with the Equinox? Right here. You can't pinpoint that target, man. Right. Is it right there? Is it right there? Which one's which? Right. Let's play with the target like everybody else does for 5 minutes, right? Let's play with it. Yeah, let's look at the numbers and the depth meter and back out and pull your coil up. Switch a bunch of different modes. Oh, I'm getting it right there, right there. It's right there. Enough playing around. I'm just gonna dig it out. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. There's some foil right there. It's iron. Right. It's iron. Okay. Let's have some patience with it. Let's have some patience somewhere else, right? Oh boy. You know, there's times where I want to kiss this Equinox, and there's times when I want to break it over a frickin' picnic bench, right? I have never been so frustrated by a machine in my whole life. Some days it just frickin' bangs, I mean bangs the targets out. And some days I just don't frickin' get it, man. I just don't get this machine, man. Just last night I was in a tot lot and I was just wrecking frickin' shop. I mean jewelry, right? And I get out here to this tot lot, right? It's so different, right? Once you get around iron, it's a whole different ball game. That tot lot that I was hunting in last night had virtually no deep iron, right? There was no spikes, no staples, and the posts were a lot smaller there, and I didn't have those freaking spikes to deal with on the outside of the barrier there. And you know, I've struggled a lot with this Equinox in soil, especially soil. You know, it does pretty good in the tot lots, you know. It can get those lower conductors out pretty good, especially in the higher frequencies. But once you start putting in multi-frequency, it does that right there, right? You just get all these jumpy tones, right? Right? I get a good tone on it one way, no tone on it the other way, right? Because my iron's on, that's why I'm struggling so much. Because my iron's on, right? Because the iron tones on the Equinox really interrupt. If you have your iron on the Equinox, it interrupts your tones, right? Because it wants to drag your tone down and give you that iron tone, right? That's how it's not really a very fast processor in the Equinox. Some may disagree with me, but it has a fast processor, but to process all those tones, if there's iron next to your target there, or if you have hot soil like me, you know, I have some pretty hot soil, a lot of minerals in my soil. What it wants to do is it wants to drag those down, and it just can't keep up with those tones, right? The processor just can't keep up with those tones, so it's going to give you a random tone in between there, right? On coins, it hits really good, right? But once you hit something around some iron, it's a whole different world, man. Right there. Nothing, right? Nice solid 10 right here. Dig this one up. It's gone. Faint target, right? One of those phantom targets, right? Let me try it. I'm gonna try it, man.